Hi friends, hello, welcome back to my channel. This is Martyna, and in today's video I would love to invite you to join me in my messy craft area for a nice and relaxing craft therapy session. And just in case you are new here, craft therapy is a series of videos here on my channel where we from time to time come together and do something fun, creative together. No overthinking, no worrying about anything, just being creative for the sake of creativity itself. It's perfect for relaxing, but also for when you are maybe a little bit anxious or a little bit in a creative slump. I always find that those craft therapy sessions help me, and for me what it differs those videos from my regular videos is that I don't focus on the project but more on the process. So I don't have to I probably never have to do it. This is just my internal rules, but I don't have to be super cohesive and coherent and professional while making a tutorial, but I can just spend some time with you guys just chatting and having a little bit of creative fun without worrying about what will be the end result. So I hope it sounds fun to you. I hope you will grab maybe a nice comforting drink, maybe some project to work on, and you will join me. And what I am going to be doing today is I have a lot of those super thin paper strips, paper bits, which are, you know, these are kind of like an awkward size because they are usually too small to add to collaging for them to look great. You don't really have a lot that you can do with them, but I really did not want to throw them away because I have some really nice papers. So these I actually where did these come from? Oh, I am making a set of journals right now, and so when I was cutting papers to size, this is what I was left with. And I have here some, some handmade mulberry papers in different colors and textures, some super nice vintage papers, some straw paper, Italian straw paper from Rachel at Roxy Creations, and I really wanted to do something with those other than just throw them away, and so I thought I would do some stamping. So my idea is that I would do some stamping on them, maybe some words, maybe something different as well, and then I would cut them and either tear them into like smaller pieces just with the word that I stamped, or cut them maybe something like this. This was just a little try that I had, so with those irregular edges like that, because I think this looks like a really sweet piece of embellishment or a a cute piece of washi tape, especially with a word on it. So I did this with my scissors, but I think they would also look really nice if they were torn. And so I have my clickable stamps here. I got these on AliExpress. I will try to find a link for these, but they often kind of go out of stock. And but if you look for clickable alphabet stamps or just alphabet stamps, you should be able to find something similar. And they are cool because you can click them together and form words, and you will have your word stamped perfectly without worrying that some of the letters will not even fit on a strip of paper like that. So I really like them, and I also have an archival ink here. So this one is in color coffee because I think brown will look really nice with this assortment of paper, but black would probably look great as well. And so I was thinking that maybe I will make a word and stamp it on several of those pieces. So maybe I will do it this way. Let's see. I will put some of those papers here. Wow, this is a little bit crooked, but that's okay. So some of those papers here, so I kind of have like a line. Which side do I prefer? Maybe this one, it's a bit more textured. Some of this vintage paper. Maybe this one, it's super pretty. I got a pack of mulberry paper on Amazon and I love it so much. Well, I got it on German Amazon, so I'm not sure if there is a sense in linking it, but just look for mulberry paper or handmade paper and you may be able to find some nice packs on Amazon. Okay, I think I have enough to have a play. And let's see what we can make. So, okay, so I was thinking what word I could start with, and I literally have word nature here. So I guess we are going to start with nature, and I'm going to just choose some words that are that could work with many projects, I believe. So let's see how it looks on this paper. Oh, I really, really like it. So maybe I will just stamp it on some of those first. Maybe all of them. Nature is such a nice, such a nice generic word that I believe could work really well on most of my projects. And I love to add those little stamped scrap pieces to my collaging, to, like, for instance, where do I have those tags that we just made yesterday? Oh, like here, you know, a piece of just layering under the focal point, or maybe instead of one of those labels, they would also look great. Okay, so that would be nature, maybe just a couple more. Because again, nature is just the word to use in many of my projects. Okay, how about vintage? Vintage, so we need an E and a T and an A. Okay. This is a G here. And I also, if you are getting these, I would recommend getting 2 sets, because then you get a double amount of some of the letters, which is especially important, you know, in case of vowels or some consonants like T's, that there's a lot of words with double T's. So that's, I think that's what I have here. I definitely got 2 packs. Yes, I have 2 A's, so. Okay, so V, where's I? Not here. Okay, Vin, N. Vin, J. Vintage, awesome. And it's so nice, you know, to have it just in one piece and not having to worry too much about stamping in a correct place or making sure that all of the letters fit. Okay, and I am trying to be mindful of the spaces between the words, because I will want to cut them apart and make those little washi tape shapes with them. So that's my first idea, to stamp just words, but I also have something else in mind. Not sure if this will work, so we will try this together after this part. And this is honestly just so relaxing, but it also makes me so happy to be using even those really small scraps of paper, you know? Oh, I think you could also actually have like maybe a phrase, so more than one word or a little sentence, and just have it, you know, on a bigger piece. I think that would also look really nice. Okay, so we have vintage, maybe one or two more. Okay, what else could we add? What else could we add? How about create? Create, so we have a theme. Okay, I'm going to just join those because it's so much more. Oh, we have an arm. So much more comfortable, or like easier and quicker to look at them in like more than one. So we have theme, arm. Okay, create. And having two sets of those stamps will allow me to create the word create in one go, because we have two E's and one pack only comes create, with just one of each letter. These did not want to come apart. Okay, create. There is something so just relaxing, but also just working very well for when you are anxious about doing about repeating something, you know, doing something like in a repetitive manner, like I am doing right now. It really just relaxes your mind. Okay, create, maybe I will add one more here and one more here, and I can finish those scraps off with the word create wherever I have still enough space. Okay, so now let's try to cut them apart. So what I would do is I would just try to create a bit of an irregular shape with my scissors. Something like this. And I think it looks really cool this way. And it also gives me my shape already for the other half here. So we have vintage, although maybe I will just make a pattern slightly closer. I don't know, there is something about a shape like this that I really like. Great. Okay, here I would like to leave as much as I can of this beautiful navy blue petal. That would be such a waste to throw away those scraps of this mulberry paper, because they are so gorgeous. vintage. Oh, you guys don't even see my little pile of scraps where I'm putting them. Yes. So see, this is this is what I mean about those craft therapy session videos, where probably while doing a regular tutorial, I would like to be more informative, and I would probably cut out this part of the video in which I am just doing the same thing over and over, so that we can do something more. But this is just, I don't know, those videos always feel to me like just crafting with a friend. You guys are my crafty friends, and yeah, I just want to sit here, cut up my scraps and chat with you. So I am currently working on some new journals. I actually have, how many? So I've started, I believe, 11 new journals, but they are in like two thematic collections, so I'm not going to be doing them simultaneously. And so the first one will be just general nature, and I have a beautiful book which I just got with having or with using the images from this book for my covers in mind. So this is why I got it. It's also beautiful, and it's really fun, so I will of course share it with you in a flip through when I finish those journals, or maybe in some future videos. But yes, it's beautiful, and these covers are going to be hand painted with some maybe decoupage and some media work, mixed media work on them, which is something that I haven't done in a while, and I miss this technique. But so I started cutting my book board like this. Let me show you. Like, I have this for the spines, and I have my frames for where the pictures are going to go, and I also have pieces for the cover. But I realized that I don't have enough of some things, so I needed to make an order. I ordered some glue and some crackle medium, some gold leaf, and also the glue for gold leaf pieces. What else? Some paints, some acrylic paints, stuff like that. And unfortunately, like, it took a long time to get to me. So in the meantime, I started or restarted working on a different collection. So I've made five covers some time ago, a few months ago. I made 5 covers, hard covers for journals, with a thought in mind that these would be boho fairy journals, boho fairy. So while I was waiting for those media, I started, or like I said, restarted working on those. And so these scraps of paper actually come from cutting papers to size for these journals, for the boho fairy journals. So I'm really excited about those. I do love the boho theme, although I am taking an approach with these particular journals to mix vintage with boho. So there are definitely some boho colors and papers like these. I have some scraps here from papers that I'm also using in those journals. So, you know, gold foil, beautiful purples and magenta and deep blue colors, which I just absolutely love. Like, look at this, you guys. Look at this beautiful paper. So there are colors like this, but I am combining it with vintage. So I have a lot of vintage papers in there, but also a lot of papers of all different types and textures, and I don't know, I feel like it's going to be a feast for your senses, these journals, this collection of journals. So I'm super excited about them, and I can't wait to work some more on them and finish them and share them with you guys. I hope you will like them, but I do really love the combination of those colors, those bold, vibrant colors with vintage browns and creams. This really looks nice together, and I am enjoying the process of making them. Okay, so we have our words done. Now I'm going to clean this up, and we will try my second idea. So I will move these, and now for my second idea I will actually need some kind of a paper on the back of which I can stamp. I'm going to just take a sip of water. And let me do the same thing with the scraps. And we will see, maybe I will do a smaller amount this time, just so that we can see if this makes sense. If what I have in mind actually makes sense. So I just want all of those different papers. Look at those like threads that are in those papers. They are really so beautiful and textural, and just, yeah, I just love them. Okay, let's start with that, and let me grab something. So let's maybe try it with, I have a stamp like that. I love this stamp so much, but I have no idea where it is from, because I was very kindly gifted this stamp. But this is a wooden stamp with a sonnet from Shakespeare, sonnet number 18, Shall I Compare Thee to a Summer's Day, which I just love. I just love this poem, and we learned it by heart in university, so I have really nice memories with this one. And the script is beautiful, the poem is beautiful, I love it. And also this one is definitely from AliExpress. I got it a long time ago, and my idea here would be to stamp across those scraps. So maybe I will make them or put them closer together, stamp across, have some kind of like script, and make those little washi tape pieces the same, but with some kind of other pattern and not necessarily words. So let's see if this will work, and if this will look nice. So maybe here, and then I could take this one and stamp it here, so I can already see that there's nothing on this one. So let's move it. Okay. Ooh, I love this sonnet 18 and the script here. Yes. Some of them have a little bit of like plant or something like that. So maybe I will do it once again. Oh, I love this. So let's go in with some more papers, maybe slightly smaller, so that more of them can catch the stamp. Maybe like this. I hope I'm not moving the camera too much. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Very pretty, perfect to add those little pieces as collaging, and because now I'm going to cut them apart, and because also they have some really nice vintagey looking script on them, I think they are going to look really oh, a cute little date, really interesting. And oh, this one is done. Okay, so let's say these are done and we will have to cut them apart. Oh, but I love this effect. So let's take more, maybe here, maybe this one. Look at this plant in this paper. I love it. Maybe pink. Here. Yeah, awesome. How beautiful this one looks. Okay, so these are done as well, and maybe a couple more. Maybe I will, this one I'm not so sure about, but let me check if I have some more stamps, some other maybe patterns. I have one more, excuse me, I have one more like this. What is this? The from House of Flame. Okay, I can't read the script, maybe you guys can, but I think a similar thing would look really nice here. I would say script is safe, like text is safe. If you have any other fonts, I believe typewriter font would look amazing on a piece like that. Yes, maybe even twice. Oops, this one has a little bit. Okay, I think I can fix it. Yes, these are really amazing. This one was also gifted to me with the other one, so I'm also not quite sure where it came from. Super fun, just little random notes, you know. Random bits of text. Alrighty, so let's cut them apart and let's see if they look nice as well. But I'm pretty sure that they will. This one with the Sonnet 18 Lovely. This one with just a random, again, bit of text. And here we have a longer piece. What does it say? My goodness. So I can't read it. Which one is it? I don't know. Anyway. Okay. Maybe here, page 1. This is super cute. Just a little page 1. Yeah, this one is a treasure. I wish I knew where to get it. Maybe on Etsy somewhere. Maybe on Amazon. This one is cute with just a little blob of ink, something like that, and this one is stunning. With the this one is a treasure, with the first line, with the title, and with the And a trick for me will be then to put those scraps somewhere at hand's reach, definitely somewhere on my desk, where I can reach for them. Oh, I have 2 here. Often, because if not, if I put them away somewhere, I will forget about them. But if I have them just here, I can add them, those and those, to, you know, to every project. And you guys will definitely see them in some of the videos. Okay, I think I need to leave this one too. It doesn't have any stamping on, but this little plant is just too precious to throw away. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day again? Amazing. We did have to learn some poems by heart at uni. Mostly Shakespeare, actually. So we learned this one, and also which one was it? Oh, I don't remember the number, but the one which starts, "My mistress' eyes are nothing like the sun. Coral is far more red than her lips red." I love this one. It's so cheeky, to be honest. If you think about it, I really love this one. I do love me some Shakespeare. Okay. I like those longer pieces too. I think they will look really nice on a page. So I want to film this video, and I'm going to do some cleaning up because we will have some friends over this afternoon. So I want to prep the the living room. Oh, this is gorgeous. the living room, because just before they come, just before they will come, I have a doctor's appointment, and so I may not be here when they come. Derek will invite them in, and I will join them later. This one says Anne, Queen of Great Britain. I would say Britain, but it's probably not, because there is a Y here. Britain. Oh, yeah. Maybe if it was in Polish, I wouldn't have such an issue with this script, but in English, yeah, a bit difficult. Okay, I have to tell you guys, I absolutely love them. Absolutely love them. And actually, let's see, now that we are here, okay, this one definitely go back to add something more, as well as this. And those tiny ones, I feel okay just throwing them away. Let's see if I can maybe add a little bit. Well, where I love to add them would be under the focal point, so under the flower, but the flower is already here, obviously, so maybe not. But I think this could still work. Maybe like this. Yeah, I quite like it. Okay, I think I'm going to just take my glue stick and add it here. So these are guest checks that we made yesterday. Fall themed guest checks using my Autumn Bliss digital kit. These definitely I would add for layering, but I think we can work those, like here, work those in, those text ones. Awesome. Something here. How about this? Maybe not. The color is not great with what we already have here. This one would be much better, but this may be slightly too big. But this one, or maybe even there. How about the white one? Maybe if I just made it smaller. And then perhaps I would also just very slightly ink around the edges, so it's not so stark white. Yes, I love it here. I love it here. Awesome. So we have 1, 2, and 3, and now this one. Maybe this color. But the question is where? Here. Yes. Awesome. I love it. And especially, you know, this mulberry paper, which is just a type of a handmade paper, as I understand it. It's quite like semi-transparent, so it just works seamlessly here, I feel like. Yeah, okay, this pile just makes me so happy. They are going to be used a lot. So another idea for using those scraps, and this one is now completely inspired by Barbara. This is 49 dragonflies. This is something that I've seen her do. Is I believe she made those little ruffles like that, and then she stitched, machine stitched through them. Maybe hers were even like a straight line, but then she stitched through them so they stayed closed, and they had a nice textural element with the stitching. But because my sewing machine is super loud and I wouldn't be able to fit it here, I maybe will do it off camera if I decide to go for it. What else could we do? Well, you could definitely change stamping into stenciling, I believe. Maybe even something like this would look nice. We can definitely try. This stamp is again definitely from AliExpress, and this has to be like my most used stamp. This is also one of the very first items that I ever got for my crafting when I started. So let's try this. I think text may look more interesting, but maybe I will be corrected in just a second. Okay, let's see. It looks like a mess, but let's see about those pieces. Oh, I actually think it's also a nice idea. This is just an interesting piece to add to when you are layering in your collaging. I really like it. So you see, do not throw away even the tiniest of your paper scraps, because you can make some really cool things with them. Excuse me. As per usual, my voice just starts failing me. Those mulberry paper scraps or any type of handmade paper, excuse me, would also look great just on their own, cutting those into those pieces, because they are interesting in themselves, you know, because they are so versatile with all of those plants and flowers. Okay, you guys, so I think that would be it for today. So if you haven't seen yesterday's video, I said in yesterday's video that I am going to try to have a new video for you guys this week every single day. So far so good. We have Tuesday, so two days, 2 videos. I am not yet sure about the weekend because I don't yet know what we are going to be doing, but I just wanted to try filming every single day to kind of I'm thinking about this like I would think about like an hour of yoga for the body. This process, the filming, the creating, would be like a yoga for my creativity, for my mind, to just make everything work better. And yeah, so far so good. So I believe you can expect a new video tomorrow. I hope you guys had fun today. We will definitely be using these in some projects from now on, and I'm also just putting away the rest of those scraps, because when I run out of these, I will probably want to make more. We also are going, definitely this week, we are going to finish the, I don't know where I put it, but we are going to finish the collage masterboard that we did last week in a craft therapy video, and definitely I will use those on there as well. So yeah, fun things coming to the channel. And of course, if you would like to see more videos and more projects, then definitely do check out my Patreon. We do really fun things there as well. But for now, thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you guys very, very soon in the next one. Bye!